In early 2004, on a bright Sunday afternoon in Winchester's busy High Street, a councillor named Adrian Hicks saw something that changed his life. It wasn't a spaceship. It wasn't a light in the sky. It was a being. A woman who, by all outward appearances, was human, until she started to move. She walked with a strange, penguin-like gait, each motion deliberate, as if her limbs obeyed different laws of balance. She had long blonde hair, wore a pure white ballet outfit, and moved through the crowds as if studying us, smiling, calm, perfectly at ease, but somehow not one of us. Hicks, a respected orthopaedic technician who'd worked 35 years in Winchester's hospital, stood frozen near the Works bookshop. He remembered her large, unblinking eyes, and the way she kept twirling her hands in circular patterns, as if testing the air or signalling to something unseen. She stopped to stare at the clock over Lloyds Bank, gazing at it for several seconds, and then she moved on, slowly, up the High Street. Every head turned. Every passerby watched. She was human enough to get away with it, Hicks later said, but everybody knew something was wrong. He didn't speak about it for 5 years, and at the time he was seeking election to the city council, and he feared ridicule. But by 2009, now an elected Liberal Democrat councillor, he went public, and he told the Southern Daily Echo he believed this woman was a genuine extraterrestrial in human form. A humanoid alien, disguised well enough to walk among us, yet alien enough to know we'd notice. Afterwards, Hicks began connecting the sighting to repeated lights in the sky seen over St. Catherine's Hill, glowing objects at about 10,000 feet, reported by several Winchester residents. He also described watching 5 vertical lights rise above the Chilcomb military ranges before scattering apart. He theorised the humanoid woman was part of a covert operation, linked perhaps to US or British military experiments at Chilcomb and to the Intech Science Centre's pyramid, which he speculated might serve as a kind of signpost or beacon for visiting intelligences. Hicks called for witnesses to come forward, including a woman he believes photographed the being that day. He wanted to start a UFO watch group for Winchester and stated plainly, "This was a close encounter of the first kind. I saw her. She was there, and she was not human." A councillor, a crowded British High Street, and a beautiful, smiling stranger who may have been the most extraordinary visitor the city had ever seen.